Ladies and gentlemen, as y'all can tell from the title, I got a quick step-by-step tutorial on how to get any replica build name on any build that you want in My Career or Myplayer. As y'all can see, I've already done two of them, Mamba, which is Kobe and Claw, which is Kawhi Leonard, but I'm going to do Stephen Curry's replica build name, which is the Chef, and I'm going to use this build right here, this 3-point shot creator, and go step-by-step with you guys so you guys get a better understanding of how to do this. Alright, so let's get started. The first step is obviously create the build that you want. So like I said, I'm going to be using the 3-point shot creator, so I'm going to go ahead into the edit. And then this is what you got to remember, okay? The name doesn't matter. Put whatever name you want, but you got to remember the position, point guard, the hand that you're using, and the jersey number. Okay, take a picture if you need to, but this is what you need to remember. Next, you got to remember the height, the weight, and the wingspan. Body shape doesn't matter, but you got to remember these three. With the stats, you do have to remember all this, but it's a lot to remember. So like I said, take a picture of it on your phone or take a screenshot with whatever console you're on, because you do have to copy all of this later. And then finish the build out. Takeovers and all the other stuff don't matter. And then let's move on to the next step. All right, for step 2, we're going to go to features. We're going to go create a player, NBA, and then add new player. All right, so here we're going to start with vitals. I like to change the name to the replica build name that I'm trying to get. This is all for convenience. You obviously don't have to. Like I said, name doesn't matter. But when I save it, at least I know which replica build that I'm trying to get, so I like to change it. Position, this is, you got to remember this. Point guard, it was point guard for me. And then jersey number, it was 18 for me. And then dominant hand and dominant dunk hand, it was left for me. All right, next we're going to go to body. And this is where you copy your height, your weight, and your wingspan. So 6'3" was my height, 170 pounds was my weight. And then wingspan gets a little complicated, but I'm going to tell you guys what you need to know. I'm not going to try to over-explain it. All right, y'all, so I got the calculator up so you guys have a better idea how to find your wingspan, because 2K made this so complicated. All right, y'all, so first things first, you got to go to Google or wherever and convert your wingspan into inches. Mine was 6'9". If I convert that into inches, it's 82.8 inches. But we don't need the 0.8. We're just going to work with the first two numbers. So 82, we're gonna subtract that by 68, because 68 is 5'7", and that's the minimum wingspan that you can get on a build, and I get 14. Now we're gonna divide 14 by 29. Now you're probably wondering why 29. 5'7" is the minimum wingspan and 8'1" is the maximum wingspan, and the difference between those two is 29 inches. That's why we're dividing 14 by 29, and we should get 0.482 blah 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 blah. But like I said, we're only going to worry about the first two numbers. So for my wingspan, for my 6'9" wingspan, is going to be 48. Now look, I already have it on there. Alright, so quick recap, the two numbers you need to remember is 68 and 29, okay? So first, convert your wingspan, whatever it is, 6'4", 6'10", 7 foot, whatever your wingspan is, convert it into inches. First thing you do after you convert it into inches is subtract it by 68. And whatever that answer is, you divide it by 29. And then whatever that answer is, that's your wingspan on here. Shoulder width doesn't matter, and we're going to go back, and now we're going to do the attributes. Obviously here you're going to copy the stats exactly how you have it on your Myplayer, except for the ones that you can't copy, like post fade, post hook. Those are the stuff that's not in My Career, so you don't have to worry about those. But everything else, like drive and layup, post control, close shot, mid-range, 3-ball, free throw, all of that stuff you have to copy. So for offense, copy the ones that you can copy. Make sure you have every single one correct. Same thing with defense, and then same thing with athleticism. And then after that, you're pretty much done. You don't need to worry about durability or any of this stuff. After you get done copying your attributes, you go to export player DNA. We're going to add a new player, save player DNA. I'm going to name mine Steph. And then now we're going to go to complete, and then keep changes and return. Okay, now that you've created a player, now we're on to step 3. We're going to create a roster. All right, so go create a roster. NBA Modern Current. We're gonna go to official 2K Sports roster. All right, so here you gotta find Steph Curry. I like to go to all players and then go all the way down until I find Steph Curry. He's right here. Now this is where it kind of gets a little complicated. So Steph has 3 versions of himself. So he has this one, he has this one, and he has one more, this one. Now the problem here is that I don't know which version of Steph Curry is the one that I need to change in order to get the replica name. What I mean by that is, when I did the Kawhi Leonard build, right, let's go find Kawhi Leonard right here. Okay, so this is Toronto Kawhi Leonard. If I go down, there is Spurs Kawhi Leonard, and if I keep going down, here's the Clippers Kawhi Leonard. Now, When I did Kawhi Leonard, I tried changing the Toronto and the Spurs Kawhi Leonard, and I didn't get the name. I had to change the Clippers Kawhi Leonard in order to get the replica name, the Claw. I don't know if there's a for sure way to know which version that you need to change in order to get the replica name. So my suggestion is that if they have multiple versions, you might as well change all of them. So I'm gonna change all the Steph Curry ones, but I'm only gonna show you this one, you know, because it's the same process for all of them. So we're gonna go to Edit Player, and then we're gonna go Import Player DNA, and then go to Load Download NBA Player DNA, and then we're gonna go to My Files, and then we're gonna go to Steph, and then we're gonna import appearance and attributes. And then after that, we're gonna keep changes and return, and then after that, we're gonna go back, and then we're gonna go Save Roster, and then we're gonna go New File, and then I'm gonna name this Steph, and then for a description, I'll just put Steph again. And then when you get to this screen, it says the Knicks have too many active players, just put yes. Okay, and then you're done with step 3. Okay, step 4 is pretty easy. Basically, we got to get 2K to use the roster that you created. So we go to play now. You could go to quick play, but I recommend going to blacktop. It's just much faster. You could go to 1-on-1, 2v2, it don't matter. And then here, we're going to change roster. And we're going to go to user created roster. Go to My Files. And then we're going to use the Steph. I don't know if this is necessary, but just go ahead and advance through, and then when you get to this screen, then you can go back all the way out. All right, guys, for the final step, we're back into the builder. Basically, you got to re-edit that build that you're trying to get the replica name for. So for me, this 3-point shot creator. So we're going to go to Edit, Rebirth, yes, continue. Now when I press complete, we're gonna get the 3 shades, and then we should get the Steph Curry replica name Chef. Okay, so let's go. All right, World Be Free, Darius Garland, De'Aaron Fox, and hey, there he is, the Steph Curry, and you get the name Chef. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start my career and show you guys that it actually sticks. You know, the name actually sticks to your player. All right, to prove it to you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start my career, but I'm gonna fast forward through all of this so you don't gotta watch all the cinematics. All right, guys, so here he is. Oh, let me walk out so you guys can see the name. But we basically got through, and now look, we got the name Chef. And to prove it to you guys, I'll show you guys the stats so you guys know this was the 3-point shot creator. All right, so here are the stats. You know, 86 drive and dunk. Everything's the same as that 3-point shot creator, but you get the name Chef. I highly suggest you guys do this to at least one build. You can make a lot of catfish builds this way. If you guys are having any problems or have any questions, comment down below. I'll definitely answer what I can and definitely try to help you guys out. A common mistake I usually see is that people are not copying the exact stats. You know, position, dominant hand, jersey number, height, weight, all that stuff matters. Make sure you copy that exactly. Obviously, especially the stats. I know wingspan is a little complicated. Just make sure you get that right, and you should be all set. Anyways, man, I hope you enjoyed your time here. Hopefully, this was easy enough to follow. You guys already know what to do. Like, subscribe, and turn on those bell notifications so you guys never miss a future video. And I'll catch y'all next time. I'm out.